We have to start from 10, not 8. Eden will catch on, King won't.
I'm ready.
Huh?
Y'all are.
All right, what's up, guys?
We've been recording this whole fucking time. I hate it.
Every time. Although I will actually start it with a what's up, guys.
You better cut half that shit.
We've been talking about all sorts of just personal goodness. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to the podcast, Marriage with Laura and
Fuck
Kids.
you guys.
Laura and Will. I don't know. I probably even said the wrong thing.
I'm just a hater, that's all this is.
We are joined with John Ryan.
Nicole Cheadle. Oh, I thought you were gonna say it.
Well,
so
he's supposed to say it.
My bad. Nicole Cheadle. Woo!
It's off to a great
I
start.
have a name, Jesus.
All right.
It's off to a great start.
Shut
For anyone that didn't
up.
recognize, that is John Ryan, who didn't answer when he had the roll call, you know, when you're in class, and they're like, John Ryan is here. Nice. Here. Someone says it for you. Try to cover for you. Present.
Now I want my beer. Get it.
This, Laura's exiting the bar stool to go get her beer. I'm literally sitting on.
No one cares if you're sitting.
Yeah, they gotta they gotta know what the
There's
environment
the vibe,
is.
Laura, Jesus.
That's Jesus.
Yeah.
You know how Will can run on about stories.
It's true.
Oh, salty.
If you didn't move, you could have kept him in line.
That's right. I'm sitting on some weird thing that's not a seat. We're at our brand new dining room table that mom-in-law bought. And Titan, as always, is joining us because his ass does not go to sleep. So we were talking about, what are we talking about today, Laura?
The struggle.
The struggle.
It's real.
It's very real and it sucks.
And more specifically, the struggle of like when you were a
Butts
kid.
are touching.
They're
Are you getting a distraction in there?
more specifically, the struggle when you're a kid, the things that you're awkward about, the things that, you know, were
Talking in
hard,
public.
that you maybe got picked on for, maybe things
Everything.
that you just,
I was a walking target.
Whatever.
I was. You didn't know me
So
in elementary
full of
school.
shit.
I have a
Well,
lazy eye because I'm blind and a birthmark on my face. I was a walking target.
so we'll get into that in a bit.
Now you
So
just
Everyone made fun of me.
now you just did
And then high school
did you
came.
overcome by making everybody else a walking target?
Actually, I did.
Laura harassed everyone.
I did. I'm sorry, but you started it, so. And then
This is not how we raise our
Then
children.
I met this guy, and everyone just called me a slut all the time. Remember that?
I do remember that. I was there for all of it.
It's true.
I seem
Everyone-
to forget.
Wait,
Called me a fucking slut.
dating
and
Will
over.
made you a slut?
Yes,
Because he was older.
so much
Yes,
older.
yes.
Everyone thought I was a
I feel
slut.
like
You
that's
guys
not
don't
the definition of a slut.
if you
though.
guys don't know what that,
Thank you.
so
The struggle.
The struggle of being called a slut when you're not. Well, I mean, I don't know. You know.
so
I'm talking now.
I might have been a little bit, but not because my boyfriend was older than me.
okay, so bringing it back in, this longest intro ever. We're talking about the struggle of when you're a kid, the awkward things that you have to go through, even on until teenagehood, even
Drive
early
through.
adulthood, that
He sucks at
eventually
driving.
you overcome or learn to accept or learn to deal with. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Seeing as Laura is like raring to share her story, let's start with you, Laura.
Oh, I'm good, Nicole.
Why are you coming at me like that? You got me fucked up.
Because you're the side of me.
So,
Is it really just because I'm awkward?
No,
Does
really, because
beer-
you were the first person I looked at.
well, does beer, let's not make it awkward for Nicole. Does beer cure a cough? Like, cause right now, no.
What the fuck?
I was coughing during the first part of the podcast.
John, answer the question.
I did. It said no.
No, not the fucking cough question. The awkward, getting over something question.
Oh, I can't start this.
All right.
I'm still
Oh my god, I'll start it.
I am still awkward to this day, so you were asking the wrong
I'm
one.
awkward. Public bathrooms. I'm terrified of public bathrooms.
Start from growing up as like
kid,
maybe
yes,
age
public
5
bathrooms.
or 6.
Like I said, public fucking bathrooms. I had a very bad experience in McDonald's when I got locked in one and they couldn't get me out for a very long time and the lights went out.
Why didn't you crawl under it?
Because it was one of those ones with the door that locked. It was like a single bathroom, didn't have stalls or anything.
Oh.
And it was terrifying. I felt like everyone thought it was funny and I'm sitting here freaking the hell out.
I'm sorry,
Did
but
you
I probably
think
would have
you're-
laughed at you.
So when we go on a trip, I make Will go with me into the bathroom and guard the door.
It's true. It's true story. So,
Stop rubbing your feet.
well, my feet have like all sorts of dirt on
That's
it.
fucking gross.
It's like life on it. Like it's
Okay.
just like it's. It means I
Who's
live.
next?
We can't. We have a 30-minute spot to fill. You're like next in the.
Next.
Next.
I don't like you next.
Next. Look at that TV show.
So before we really jump into a lot of this,
We just jumped into
we
it.
kind of did, but we're kind of
Titan's
like
trying to tell his story.
Your child's talking about the struggle right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's tired.
we're grazing over it. So John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm John. And yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're not a John.
No, but that's what he would say.
I guess I sound like Laura now.
That's what he would say.
I mean, you need to be more specific with the question. Like, what do I?
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know? Tell me what you want to know about myself.
That's what
What do you
You're
want to
weird.
know about yourself?
Look at your child.
he's playing peekaboo.
I know.
So, if for you guys that don't know, John is one of my very, very, very good friends. We grew up.
In his
We
white
did not
paints
grow up
me.
together. I do not hate
Grow
you.
up together.
I
We
love
grew up
hate you.
kind of in the teenage. What I met you maybe 15.
There's a
I
difference,
think?
John.
Something like that.
When you were 15, maybe, yes.
So we didn't grow up like childhood, but we've been bros
I would've
from
kind of- I
the
mean, you
go.
have, like,
The
14.
bros from the go, yeah.
Bros from the go.
This is gonna be a montage of craziness.
John never answered the question.
What was the question?
No, this is classic
Tell us
John,
about
right?
yourself.
Okay,
Oh.
you saw how we said John.
Deflection.
Deflection, that's his middle name.
It's actually not, though.
He won't tell me.
What
What's
is
your middle name, John?
So what's some other questions that we can go over? Let's talk about important questions that the
When did
listeners
you learn
want
to
to
ride
hear
a bike?
about.
Oh, that's a good
Huh?
one. Okay, cool. Let's talk about childhood. When did you learn to ride a bike?
I don't remember.
When did you learn to swim?
When I was a kid.
Oh my fucking god. This is
Descriptive.
God damn you! Why?
Because I don't remember ages. Okay.
Do you remember
You had-
exactly when you learned certain things?
Yes, I was
don't.
9 years old when I learned to swim. It was right before my dad died. I learned to swim and I learned to ride a bike.
I can't.
What I can tell you is that I went to a summer camp program at YWCA downtown, and
Oh, not
that's
the
when I
YMCA. Just the
It's
YWCA.
yes.
Get it right.
Yeah, but I was making fun of him because he couldn't go to the man's when he went to the women's one.
Well,
Why
because
does
it
it
wasn't in the summer. It wasn't just for women. It was for kids in general. Just summer camp program, and I went there, and that's where I learned to swim.
Oh, that's a nice story. Well,
Did you learn to swim?
when did you learn to swim well?
Did you learn to swim like over or under?
All of it.
I learned to swim under, but over. I still suck
I mean,
to
I'm not
this
gonna
day.
get anywhere, but
They-
I'm not gonna die.
They taught us how to dive off a diving board. They taught us everything. The low one and the high one.
What's your biggest fear?
I still can't dive.
Why you gotta be all deep?
Not
and shit?
not like that. Like spiders or something. They don't have to be death or something. Like, just chill. What's your chillest biggest fear? Better?
Yes.
biggest fear.
I just learned this
gotta be
the other day, last week. My biggest low key fear is scorpions.
Low key.
Why?
So we were in the break room and I saw an object run across the room in the hallway. I thought it was just a mouse, a little desert mouse. Turns out it was actually a scorpion, and because there were people in the hallway, they're trying to mess with it and they're trying to get it out of the building. Really, they're just making it angry, and it was like trying to
Oh, hell
sting them
no.
and stuff with this little stinger. And I was like, and it was a big scorpion too. I was like, I've never seen one in real life, but now that I've seen it,
Did you scream like a little girl?
No.
I would have.
I would have shit myself.
I would have caught it and kept it.
Laura would have been like, kill it. And I would have been like, no, I'm going to catch it and put a cup over it.
Because you,
Okay, Nicole.
well, you got to think, I grew up here, so we don't have scorpions. So then when you actually see one for the first time, like, 30 plus years
It's a
later.
Pegasus.
Yeah.
Nicole, tell us about yourself.
What do you
Yeah,
wanna
okay,
know?
let's
Okay, your childhood. Where's your elementary school?
Avery's Creek Elementary School.
Avers Creek Elementary School. Got taught loud, Nicole.
Yeah,
You can
we
fuck
gotta
off.
go.
That's what you can do.
Oh, but I want you to join.
I know you do.
What's the Avery's Creek's mascot?
Nicole is a good friend of Laura.
We've known each other since 10th grade.
What did you guys just do that the world needs to know? You're gonna find out in another. You're gonna find out real.
Nicole cut and dyed my hair.
And by cutting and
Laura
dye.
joined the dark side.
I did join the dark side.
The short hair
Tell
club.
me more about Dark Side, because
The dark side, short hair club. I don't know, more edgy.
if you guys don't know what the hell they're talking about, because I sure as hell don't, look up the movie Aeon Flux,
This bitch.
and Laura looks like Aeon Flux
I
now.
hate you. We're
There
divorced.
we go. We're divorced.
Bye. I'm taking all your shit.
I
No
promise
prenup.
that it's not
Yeah.
that easy. I swear it's not.
No prenup.
That's the struggle. I promise.
Nicole has a daughter,
Tell us more,
and she's
Nicole.
cute.
I know, she's the greatest thing ever.
Her name's Christine. Why am I fucking talking?
Yeah, you gotta let Nicole
Nicole doesn't
talk.
like public speaking.
I don't like people.
You're saying public speaking. This is a conversation.
Everybody talks like Laura now.
Sean,
What is it, darling?
suck a dick.
Why
That's
are you
not
being
nice.
so feisty? Jesus.
Yeah.
Being feisty. He's like Rory on
He's
crack.
like minding his business and you're over here
Yeah,
talking
right.
shit.
No, he's not.
He's just over here trying to eat some chips
I
and
was
you're
just
like,
minding
fuck you, suck a dick.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's so
God.
mean.
I can't wait to see the audio waves in this fucking podcast.
The audio waves.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back in, seeing as everyone wants to deflect and all that shit. Growing up as a, okay, I'm gonna wait till Titan decides to not.
We're having a
giggle.
moment, you guys.
He is
I'm
having a
sorry.
moment.
Tell me more.
He needs to go to sleep.
He really does.
And I need more alcohol.
We do.
You guys have to go to the store. Something. We're gonna
Going to
play
the
Circle of Death.
store.
We are gonna play Circle of Death. All right,
Play
look, I
Circle
think
of Death?
Yes, bitch.
Oh no.
we are. Titan, I can't tell. Like you're the.
Just tell the damn story.
He's just laughing.
He is laughing. That's
Just tell the
good.
story.
Anyway, so
You snorted.
growing
I
up as a.
heard it.
Well,
I'm waiting for it to quiet on set so everyone can actually hear when they listen to this and be like, this is garbage. All right, so growing up as a kid, I was very, very, very self-conscious. I was very, I didn't think myself like attractive. Growing up as like a teenager, I was like, man, I got such a huge nose. I never struggled with acne
I was
at all. I mean, there might have been a couple
I
little
saw
whatever,
those.
but thankfully I didn't struggle with that. I
I
had
was
the
too skinny. I'm talking to Nicole.
well, you gotta. If you're gonna talk, you're gonna talk.
Okay, go ahead, Will.
All right. I had the bottle cap glasses.
You're a virgin forever.
I was a virgin forever, and that always like growing like it didn't really matter like early on, like when I was like a kid, but definitely in high school, everyone's getting that.
Why would it
first.
matter as a kid? That's a little morbid.
Morbid?
I'm
Nobody
10.
died. It's
I'm
just
10,
dark.
and I'm a virgin. You should be a virgin at 10. You should be a virgin at 13.
I was always skinny, like always really skinny.
He likes you.
Like
Mumbled a lot.
120. I
fucking
still
mumbles.
do.
That's how I got the nickname Mumble Man.
Mumble
Isn't it
Mosley.
annoying?
Honest.
What are other
Chips.
things? I always
hummus.
felt like in my classes I was like not nowhere near the top of whoever was like the top
social
student.
chain over
The social chain.
Did you
the
feel
top
less
student.
than average?
Yes, he did.
Absolutely.
How did that make you feel at night?
We're trying to do something deep here, Laura. You're over here joking around.
No, I was being serious. I was
See, I had to deal with bullies like that.
I was not bullied.
Laura was a bully straight up.
That's how you come over the struggle. You just marry the bully.
Do you think you and Laura would be together if she was bullying you like this at TC? or valid or
Yeah, actually I do, because you would have fell in love with me regardless.
Yeah.
It's like one of those stupid love movies.
But she's
I probably would have bullied you. Either I would have felt really bad and been nice to
She's
you.
very sensitive and
Laura just wants to be a Lifetime movie. This is all this is.
I would love to be a fucking Lifetime movie. That'd be great.
so and then also I was mixed or whatever, so I always grew up with the stigma of like, oh, you're the whitest black person we know, or oh, aren't you? Why are you listening to that rock music? Or oh,
I still ask them.
you can. It was just it was always there.
so basically it's still the same now, you just don't care as much.
Pretty much, like not to like jump, like kind of jump to the like making it like downplay it, but all those things I had to kind of accept about myself and just be like, these people they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or I am who I am, and I really love who I am, which I truly like. I didn't know I was attractive, and hell, I mean, look at me, I'm just sexy as fuck. John, tell us a little bit about your childhood and kind of growing up.
Okay, well, I started off life as a military brat. My dad retired from the Army when I was 5. We moved here to Asheville, and then kind of just, it was tough because, you know, I didn't really grow up around a lot of kids because, you know, we were always moving around.
Was it like a military base type of thing?
Yeah, but yeah.
Grab him.
And then I wasn't the most popular kid until high school. Somehow in high school I just became. Oh,
We're gonna pause for a second. Here, I'd rather have this little smiley guy.
Beat some butt over there.
Ooh.
The struggle.
oh.
The struggle of being a parent.
That's the real struggle.
Wait,
For real.
I thought you were putting him in.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I thought that's what you were doing.
Okay, come on tonight. Let's go. Now.
He never wants to sleep.
No.
Go. Open the door and get in the room. Is it DOT season?
I had no clue.
Has he not texted?
He's sad, upset.
Yeah, way to make you feel like a shit parent. Close the door. Why didn't you make sure you had his rescue box when you put him in his room? Did you take him home from my mom's?
I told him to get their toys. I don't know. I mean, he definitely took them home from your mama's.
Okay, well then I don't feel too bad. What is that? And what
That's
is it?
delicious. All right, so we are back.
Did you hit the
King
button?
Are
decided
you
to.
recording?
I
Don't
I thought
think
you
so.
hit stop.
I thought you stopped and started.
I did stop and start that one, or maybe I stopped this one.
Can you
Could have
just check
sworn
both?
you stopped that.
Because
I
I
can
saw
see
you
the
touch
screen
it.
on in that
Oh.
reflection, so I know that one's on.
Oh.
That's not intentional, but it's convenient. Usually I'm like peeking over.
Well, I don't think it's working on me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, sorry for the commercial break.
I forgive you.
I don't.
King decided to sneak out of bed. John was telling us a little bit about his experience of being in.
So long story short, I wasn't the most popular in middle school. Middle school was kind of hell for me, just real socially awkward and all that good stuff. And then somehow in high school, that kind of changed. And
What
then
was awkward about middle school?
everything. So then, I went to high school, and that kind of changed. And then when I was in the Air Force, I was somehow like this social butterfly. That's what somebody literally called me one time. And yeah, so now you look at me today, and I'm one of the top 10 sexiest men in the world, and that's so it's funny.
So
Laura just couldn't let me have it. She had to say
The
something.
chorus of little giggles that came out when you said it, though.
chorus of
Yeah.
chorus of giggles. That's the podcast title.
I'm sorry, that one kind of just slipped out. It was meant to be taught.
So I am gonna push you a little bit more because I mean, you started with that you had a hard time and kind of being Would you say army brat or like a army kid? What's the proper name? Military. Like, what do you feel like a lot of them go through? What are the struggles that even you or even other people?
I don't even consider myself a real military brat because I was really young, but the like ones who have to deal with that their entire childhood and up until 18, it's tough for them because they make all these friends for 3-4 years and then they have to move and start over again.
And maybe you get to a point
and make new friends, and it's hard to maybe sometimes for them it's hard to get attached to people. Some kids they have no problem with it. It kind of just depends on the person.
Do you personally feel like you had some of that struggle?
No.
He literally just said he didn't move all the time.
But separation, like
by the time I moved here, I was 5 years old, and that's when I started kindergarten. So I basically just grew up here.
I think he's hungry.
I think so too. Thank you, John, for sharing a little bit about your story.
You're welcome, Will.
You're welcome. Laura, why don't you, or if you want to tell a little bit about your story? We're gonna get you anyway, so.
I'm so boring though. There's nothing there.
I gotta grab this bottle up the.
Was...
Is that the bottle?
Yeah.
You were about to knock your beer over, son.
Thank you.
I was born in New York to the mother of Mary, who had 6 children.
All the kids.
Yep.
So,
I am the baby of 6.
I'm a
what's
baby.
What's your role in this 6 family?
I don't know, because I don't talk to anybody.
She's the youngest.
But yeah, I'm the youngest. Me and my siblings are estranged. One's dead, so that sucks.
Yeah.
I moved to Florida after I got jumped in 3rd grade. And then my mom said that it was just too dangerous to stay in the city life, so we had to leave. So I went to Florida. No, I went to Black Mountain first. Black Mountain, North Carolina. I hated it.
Also known as hell.
I never knew racism until I moved to the South. My teacher said you're either black or you're white. You cannot be both. And I said I'm neither. I'm Hispanic and I'm white and I'm both. So yes, I can. She was a bitch. Then I went to Florida. Everyone hated me. I had no friends. Then we moved back to Asheville and we've been here ever since.
And that's how you get people like me.
5th grade sucked. 6th, 7th grade sucked. 8th grade was pretty dope. That was a pretty good year.
That was a druggy year.
It was from 8th grade to like 11th grade, okay? I still do not know what happened in 2010. I cannot pinpoint anything really.
Many
that
things.
happened.
The struggle.
The struggle of a lot of drugs in 2010. I was pretty popular in high school, I guess, until everyone started to hate me because I was a slut. And then I met Will. And then I had kids and got married and became this perfect little housewife. That's my story.
So, but I'm gonna push you more.
Oh my god.
Everybody has to be pushed. Take it.
Well, you told me about your story of your timeline, but you didn't tell me how it changed you for the better or how you're still dealing with it.
I got jumped in 3rd grade by a shit ton of men. Well, not men, they were boys, but they were so older than me.
I remember Laura telling me about the story.
That was kind of traumatizing. So I learned to repress memories, I guess. I learned that there's a lot of racist people left in the world when I moved here.
Did anyone ever pick on you for being ugly or being different or being
Yeah,
different?
I told you I am a walking target. Yeah, I got made fun of a lot.
Do you just not care anymore, or?
Kinda, because a lot of those people are really fucking ugly now. So I'm like, you're on drugs.
90% of the people that used to make fun of us, especially in school, are now either dead or in jail.
Exactly. Almost everyone we went to high school with is pretty much overdosed now.
So who really won here?
Who won here? Who's not a drug addict? Me.
Do you think our generation and our kids' generation, are we becoming a lot more open, or are we going backwards?
Both.
Or how
Gay
so?
marriage is legal, so that's cool. There's still a lot of racism, but I don't think that's ever gonna go away, so.
I feel like sexuality between 2 guys, and so like.
Why gotta be guys?
Well, women, I feel like in the past, it's been looked like, it's been more accepted.
This is supposed to be my
than,
story. Now you're making it.
Well,
cool.
I had to push you a little bit. I wouldn't be your
You're
husband
making this
if I
all
didn't.
about yourself.
Okay. What else do you want to know?
I mean, well, is our generation and our kids' generation, like, are we?
I don't know. We have more technology now. We're from a time before fucking Facebook and MySpace.
Yeah, I do think.
Briefly.
I do think that we're able to see much more of the world and much more culture in the world.
That's also another way to cover things up.
Yes, absolutely.
Between the Snapchat and the Instagram and the filters and everything else, it's a cover for all your insecurities.
You can cuss somebody out across the internet.
Because you could be the ugliest motherfucker.
Because let's all be Facebook warriors, because nobody can say anything to anybody's fucking face anymore.
Thank you.
Truth. So that's something we didn't grow up with. I think by collecting.
So I don't know if it's gonna be harder because I didn't really grow up with.
I mean, I think the thing, especially technology, is going to make our kids' lives harder because everything is based around your technology. And these are things that you can't really monitor.
No, not to the full extent.
Not completely.
Our parents didn't know what we got into on the internet.
God knows they didn't know
what
we got
into. Beat the shit out of me.
You used to be able to monitor porn. Now it's just like it's there.
There's proxies for everything. I'm just saying.
They share porn on Facebook constantly.
Yeah.
I mean,
there used to be a basically porn group that you invited me to.
Are you still on that?
I know what you're talking
She
about.
invited me to it. I
You know who did that, right? You know who sent it to me.
No.
Yes.
They give each other a look and know, like a knowing look.
Are you still on that?
No.
That's how you know you're good friends. You just look at somebody with a look and be like, no, bitch.
Yes. Fuck him, by the way. So, are you still on that group?
I thought that group got
You got shut down.
Yeah.
Facebook shut it down.
I took myself out when I started seeing people I knew.
I was just like, Facebook's more open-minded.
That's the curious part.
I've seen that ass too many times, and I think you know who I'm
There's a
talking
many
about.
ass on there, so I don't know which particular ass you're speaking about.
I think the downfall happened when people started reporting a certain girl. I don't remember her name. And
I
she
think I know
got
what you're
pissed
talking
off, and then
The one with the orgies.
Her name started with a P.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that was her name.
I know what you're talking about because I used to report her shit because she was a bitch. I hated her.
Yeah, and then they started trying to kick people out the group who they suspected were snitches, and then all this
Snitches
shit.
Stitches.
Your porn site went down.
Yeah,
There's more, I promise.
Oh, there's a bunch more.
Oh, is there? I did. What was weird was that this one dude that I went to school with, or high school with, he was liking every single pic, and I was like, "Damn, dude. Okay." I mean,
Did you see his dick pic too? I'm pretty sure he posted one.
oh, I hope not. I didn't see
I don't know. They're having a
I'm pretty sure
freaking
you'd be scarred
a
if you
next
remember
level
that.
conversation right
Dick
now.
pics on there though. It was mainly orgies and
Because
vaginas.
obviously, unlike you weren't nosy enough as me to look at the comments. I needed to know.
There's some thirsty people in there.
Yes,
God, yes.
the cum shots on the titties, the fucking, you know what I'm talking about, the facials.
Parental discretion.
Oh, I'd love to join you two for a threesome. I was like, wait a minute. They just said.
In the woods tied to trees, that shit was weird. They got in.
That's how I knew. Oh man.
And this is why everybody has kids now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And some of them did have children.
So bringing it back, I guess, kind of back to the topic at hand, which is this is great. Nicole, like a little bit about your childhood, how things you struggled with, and how you've kind of overcome, or just are doing whatever you do, like your confidence. Like tell us a little about that.
I don't know. My struggle wasn't until I was a teenager. I had a great childhood, other than me and my sister trying to kill each other all the time.
She's a twin, so if you can understand that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she has a twin sister,
Yeah.
Victoria.
twin?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
They actually look a lot alike when she
No, we
gets past.
do not.
Once you get past Victoria's,
No, we don't. I refuse.
you
to
do.
admit
Once you
that.
actually look at the face,
No, but she looks like Mama, and I
she
look like my daddy.
does. She does look like your mom.
But anyways, since you want to know the struggle, me and the most, I guess this is the most traumatizing really, was finding out about me and Victoria being adopted. And Laura remembers that.
I do remember that.
What?
You called me freaking out. Like, I told you
I told you this wasn't my family.
I told you.
Yeah, that was a
So
Yep.
so how did you get over that, or are you still not over it?
It's still weird. So we found out through Facebook.
Hey,
Talking about
Facebook
the
connected
technology.
us.
My sister had went to a bookstore with her. Well, not a bookstore. It was toy stores, OP Taylor's in Biltmore Park. and had went with her best friend and asked a stranger to take a picture of her and her best friend. The stranger was our sister. Yeah, and she was there with her husband. I think they were doing something for their anniversary or so. It was like she'd had one of the kids. I don't remember, but they were out doing something, her and her husband at the time. And it just so happened to be her that my sister asked to take a picture. So then she stalked us on Facebook and she started making all these posts and stuff. It was crazy. And we asked our mom about it and she lied.
Oh man.
Then a couple hours later, she came back out of her room.
I remember
and she was bawling.
Your mom was still crying in the background on the phone when you called me.
Yeah, and my mom explained to us that we were adopted. That our dad that had raised us all the way up until, I think at the time we were 15 or 16 when we found out. And that they wanted to keep it from us until we were 21, when we were grown and we like wouldn't use it to throw it back in our dad's face if we got mad or something, which is something neither one of us have ever done. And I ended up meeting my dad. We had our problems. He had some drug issues, and he had walked away because he wanted boys and not girls.
Damn.
And he got over it. He passed away. Which that was the hardest part of all of it. You couldn't fix everything in the small amount of time we had.
Yeah.
And so that was hard. I think that was the worst part. And divorces, that's fun too. That's all I can say.
That whole marriage was...
Thank you.
You wanted deep. Nobody wanted to be deep. I did it for you.
Who's diving in the deep end?
I want to go.
So, I mean, before we get into kind of like Q&A and stuff like that, I just want to kind of bring it back in. It's so crazy, like the things that we deal with like when we were young and the things that kind of carry on to adulthood. Like we have army brat, being like uncool, feeling ugly, feeling unconfident, feeling skinny, feeling like a slut.
Fuck you!
Sorry, you wanted to bring it up.
All the things that I said.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
If we wanted to go into that, I was always the fat friend, so it's fine.
Like, Will, I knew when you started that I was heading toward a train wreck. I saw it, and then
this slut will be sucking your dick later. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You crashed into the wall.
Oh my god, I'm salty.
You know when you have that train wreck and you just can't look away? Like, you know what's coming.
Fuck you.
You just can't. You have to wait for it.
I always say that because she actually said the
I can call myself a slut. You can't call me a slut.
She's far from a slut, but being considered a slut is a thing that you struggle with. That wasn't like a...
I don't know, Nicole, was I a slut?
I didn't think you were.
Thank you.
I think the problem was Laura was really, really pretty, and everyone just assumes, like...
that one person.
You know what I mean? Like, in,
well, it's also because we were always in hoodlum activities.
We were always doing bad things.
But you were telling me about, like, you know, like...
skipping school day, hang out with boys and stuff.
And I guess, I don't know if this is more
Let's
true
not get into that moment where the knife was thrown at my foot, man. I don't want to talk about it. I almost lost my foot.
What?
I was dying on a porch.
You were on the porch and they threw knives at me.
Like,
well, I couldn't save you. I was dying.
I was trying to save you. I don't want to talk about
Moral of the
it.
story, don't skip school.
Don't smoke K2.
Don't skip school and don't smoke K2.
You couldn't have said druggy. You had to say fucking slut.
So druggy is worse than slut?
I mean, kind of.
She'd prefer to be the druggie than the
I
slut.
would prefer to be a druggie than a slut.
but Laura
But
was...
I mean, that's how you fit in Nashville, to be honest.
Nobody gives. I don't know.
I never did coke. I never did heroin, and I never did meth. I never did. What else did I not do?
I don't know. We smoked
I
pot.
feel like people give
I think more
celebrities
pot.
way more shit for being druggies than they do for them being sluts.
That's how they got their career, though.
Look at Demi Lovato.
I was just about to use Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato's. Oh my god, bitch! You know how many times I've overdosed? No, I can get no damn parade. Where's my parade? Oh, when she met me, I had drank too much lean and was borderline dead
I know,
in
I
the
was
middle of the
holding your
fucking
hair
hallway.
while you were puking, and I had never met you a day in my
you.
life. That was me. You're
Oh, that
welcome.
was one that. Yeah. Thanks.
Reconnection.
I didn't know who it was. I was so fucked
That was
up,
me.
man. That was way too
That was
much.
me. You were
lean.
dying. It was fine. I had to take care of you. I didn't even know you, but it was fine.
I was naked almost.
Yeah, you were shirtless. Yeah, that was the thing.
shirtless. No one helped me.
I helped you.
I was
Fuck you
trying.
mean?
I was crying, asking for help, going up the stairs. Everyone was just looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with her?" I would never do that to somebody, but okay, fuck you guys too.
This is
Finding
also
out-
why we were at BCS. You know, everybody was assholes.
Yeah, I did.
Bad children's school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got kicked out, but it's okay. BCS was better anyway.
You
Finding
got
out.
kicked out. That's why we were all there.
Emmanuel.
Huh?
Emmanuel.
What?
Emmanuel? Remember him?
Oh God!
Oh.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Neither do I.
No.
I just went to a regular Buncombe County school. I didn't have
Well,
as
pin
good
a
of
rose
time
on your
as-
nose, Mr. Overachiever.
Yeah.
No, don't pin a rose on my
The
nose. It probably
struggle
hurts.
of
Struggle,
going
huh?
to BCS
Yeah.
was hell.
And then they build up the school after we all leave. We don't even have a cafeteria.
We can have a cafeteria with a stove. We had a steamer.
We
You
had
didn't
no
have a
heat.
cafeteria?
We had
No.
no cafeteria.
We had no
They brought in
cafeteria.
food from Owen High School to our school
It's so
and put it in.
We got the
warmers,
leftover
steam warmers. So
Yeah.
you prayed to God you got first lunch, so your food was at least.
And
warm.
then they put all the lunches together, but people would come and take, because you used to have to write down what you wanted.
we always ran out of mashed potatoes. Always.
And pizza, the good pizza, the
And that's why.
semi-fresh, non-crusty pizza.
I mean-
that you had to write down what you wanted, and I would always tell them put like 5 cheeseburgers on that bitch, because by the time I get there, I had last lunch. There was nothing left. Because they let
Damn,
the
but-
pregnant girls go first.
Yeah, because everybody was knocked up then.
Past program and pregnant people got to go first. Bitch.
And I don't know why Pass got it. They were always in trouble. That's why they were there.
Fucking
They
right.
had that. They had the trailer because they were always in trouble. They,
They
couldn't
don't
even
got
be
their
in
own
the school.
trailer anymore. We didn't have
What would-
AC.
What
We
did
had
pass mean?
window
Pricks,
units.
pricks and sluts?
Basically,
What were they in the past? for?
Pass. That was. I think that was the middle school kids that weren't in high school yet.
Kelsey Robinson was in past program. She was in high school with us.
I don't know. I just remember that little girl that wasn't even in high school yet.
I heard
and
Mr. Metcalf started past program.
did.
It's for like really bad kids.
He did. It's supposed to be alternative learning sort of thing.
We had what else? We had
It was
furnace
for-
heat,
That was
That
not
the
furnace.
pipes-
That was radiator heat.
radiator heat, the pipes busting in them constantly.
You better hope you weren't sitting beside it when it broke.
Nope.
What?
We had AC window window units that hardly worked, or they worked too well. We had that was a shit school. It was
I mean,
great.
it was, the school was good. It just wasn't taken care
Remember
of.
when Bobby broke the fucking pipes in the boys' bathroom? To hide
Remember when
his
Christian
drugs?
broke Sebastian's face in the back?
Oh God, he did! Christian Watkins punched Sebastian so hard, the motherfucker just went straight face down.
He shattered all the bones in his face.
He had to
because
have
hit his face.
reconstructive surgery. His teeth fell out. That shit was crazy.
Moral of the story: don't talk shit about people's sisters.
No, he was trying to fuck his sister.
No, he did. I'm pretty sure he did, and that's why it's. Christian
Bringing it
shit on
in.
him.
That's some shit, man. Hey, Christian, I think you're on my Facebook. I
Being,
haven't talked to you in a while.
being,
Yeah.
finding out you're
We
adopted
went on a rant. Sorry.
and dealing with that as well. It's crazy that like everyone around you, I had no clue. Well, I didn't know
Well,
Laura's
you see,
story,
everybody
but-
else in my family, everyone but us knew. Everybody just kept their mouth shut. Because
So-
my dad that raised me
Did
had a
that-
vasectomy. They knew that we weren't his.
Well, where's your vasectomy? But he do not need you. Or anybody else.
That's because I was his favorite.
The
dog.
when he stopped isolating me is when me and Nick got into that fight.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cause Nick was talking shit.
Nick always talked shit.
All right, silent real quick.
Huh?
Hold on, silent.
It's recording.
All right, cool. I had to make sure I can see the audio blankness so I can cut this together. We just
Room
ran
time.
out of we just ran out of battery, so we're gonna end up wrapping this up. But probably get in a couple of questions before we do that, so that we can eat our dinner and play Circle of
I
Death.
have quesadillas in the car.
Oh yeah, the chicken's in the oven. Hopefully I didn't burn it.
This is located in
saw
the
a couple of
heart of
them.
the beautiful Swananoa Valley.
Okay, so
It's
That's what
not
they
in a
say.
beautiful Swanoa Valley.
It's behind a
But
trailer.
it's still there.
It's behind a trailer park. It's
And
not
it's right
beautiful.
next to the prison. What was that? The women's prison?
Yeah, that was the women's prison.
It's like not even a mile away from the women's prison.
We like to walk across the street and smoke cigarettes during the day, or
And
weed,
pot,
whatever
yep.
we had. You know.
They look so happy.
Is that Alice?
That's what I was gonna say, but
That
no,
can't be
it's not.
Alice.
No, it's not.
No, because they can't put old students on here.
No, you have to.
I
sign
used to be on
form.
there.
I didn't. I raised hell.
she did.
I used to be on
I
there.
raised hell. I was not on there.
So
Perry
struggles
left.
with childhood, struggles
Should I be
with
married?
struggles growing up. I think everyone goes through them. Just know, like, if you're going through shit right now, if you're having just a hard time, whether it's with your sexuality, your religion, not being cool, not being picked, not being, good at something, just know that most
After
of
a while, it doesn't matter. You'll be okay.
couldn't say it any better than that. After a while, shit does not matter.
Especially after high school.
Yes.
Use the hate, the bullying to just make you a better person. You know, don't prove to them, but just prove to yourself that you're strong and that you're worth it.
I don't think I'll give a big fuck you to all the bullies that bullied me.
Yeah, that too.
They tormented me.
In the end, though, it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're the one that has to live your life.
Truly.
Still, fuck you.
Still fucking. Wow. So we ended the podcast.
I'm
right
still sorry.
But yeah, really, like when you get to 1 year from being 30, we're all kind of like I think mid-20s here, something like that.
30s.
They're 30s.
Very.
20s.
Oh yeah, that's right, John. You're 1 or 2 years older than me, right? You're 31 or 32?
31.
That's right.
I'll be 32 next year.
All the shit does not matter. You'll find out who you are, and that's
That's
all that matters. One question each, and that's it. You can ask anyone.
Well, you start.
All right, Laura. Why did you decide to cut all of your hair off
Because I
and go
want
short?
a new change. I'll never know if I want my hair drastically long if I've never had it short. So why not? The only short I've ever done is that weird Dora the Explorer haircut. So I want to try something new.
I saved you, okay? You're talking shit.
And by
I did good work.
I know. I'm not saying. I'm saying the only other haircut I've had that was short was the Dora the Explorer haircut.
I told you I'd
she also looks like Ghost in the Shell, which is hot too. So, and this wasn't a whim thing. Laura's been begging me to cut like half her hair off.
I've been telling you
for like
since I was
6
like
years. Yeah.
Yes, 7 assholes.
7 years. Laura, ask somebody something.
Well, if you can go back and lose your virginity earlier to someone cuter, would you do it?
I would do it earlier.
And to someone cuter.
But I don't know if I would have had the confidence, honestly. Like I didn't.
Just stop going deep. Yes or no? Earlier and cuter. Yes or no?
Yes and yes. If I
Okay,
knew I was.
that's all I'm asking.
She wanted payback. I guess because she re-asked me a question.
That's
John
the end of the
asked somebody something.
How are you gonna put it on us when we don't even know each other?
No, look at this. No, look.
Okay, I can ask you a question.
You see what happened here? She was supposed to ask the next person who asked the next person who asked the next person.
Who wants my question? You or you?
I don't know. That's terrifying.
I don't know. I don't have a question yet.
Ask Nicole something.
Nicole,
Yo.
if you could go back and lose your virginity to you know
Why
who,
does it have to be
instead of you know who, would you do it?
Oh God.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know
hopefully.
exactly.
Okay.
You only used your virginity once, yo. I know exactly who it is.
But do you know who else to lose it to? You know who?
You can ask her another question.
No, you can't.
I don't know. Because even though that whole situation was royally fucked, it taught me a lot.
Okay.
All right, I guess it's on you, Nicole, to ask somebody something.
Why you gotta do me like that, Jesus? I'll just
John.
run my own business and
Well,
stuff.
no.
If you had a chance not to join the military, would you do it?
No.
You would join regardless.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I was always
No.
curious.
Because it was the best decision I ever made. Because it led me it was hard, but it led me to a lot of good opportunities. I got to travel, meet good people, and basically grow the fuck up. So.
All right, John asked something.
Would I stay in? No, absolutely not.
Just too much.
It wasn't for me in the end.
I thought about it before I had Christine.
You really? I could see that.
I did.
I
I thought it
mean,
would be good for me.
Someone just
There's-
that we knew joined and
there's a lot of people that say, because there's certain countries that make you serve for 2 years no matter what, like when you turn 18.
Yeah.
I don't know that we should be like that, but I know that it helped me a lot. So I think, I don't know.
I think some people do really well with it and others don't. I think
Yeah.
that would
Fucks them
have.
up for life type of thing.
I mean, I think that's good that
I don't know.
that's what makes us, a good country. Well, that's what makes America America. You don't have to. You have the choice. So,
for now.
So no one's forcing you to do it.
I use Henry.
All right, John, ask a question, and Nicole ask a question, and we're gonna wrap this thing up.
I just gotta make shit eat. I don't know.
Laura.
Oh my God, it's louder.
Laura.
You gotta use the R.
Damn, why you gotta put me on the spot like this?
Okay, Laura.
He's like,
thank
no,
you.
because he's got
Laura.
to ask a question.
It's okay, I'm
It's
asking
not-
Laura a question. I'm not asking
Oh, you're asking. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
okay.
So, Laura, do you think all of our bad influences friends would still be around if we didn't have kids?
Hell no. If we didn't have, yes.
You got to come
If
around, Laura.
we didn't have kids, of course they would be. Because I lost a lot of friends who were like, oh, you can't smoke, you can't drink, bye. I had a lot of friends who still tried to blow pot smoke in my face while I was pregnant. I had to cut off. So, hell yeah.
Same thing. If neither one of us got married, do you think that we'd still have friends that we had before?
Yeah. But for the wrong reason. More so, I want your pussy. Versus, I actually want to be your friend.
I don't think we really had friends in school anyways.
No, because everyone was fake and just wanted to get smoked out all the time.
But we're still stuck with each other's asses, so we see how they went.
You know how it works, like when you're doing a presentation and you decide to be the very last one to present. You're always anxious to the very, very
I
end
was
instead of
always
getting
the
the
first.
shit out of the way. John, please give us a question and point it at somebody.
Laura,
Yes.
if you had the ability to press a button and be less petty, would you push that red button?
Hell no! No!
Never!
That's like fucking holy water on my bitch
Laura
ass.
thrives
No!
on the petty.
I do. I love it. Nope, nope,
Being
nope,
petty
nope.
gives you life?
It does.
Oh, good. All right.
Yes,
that
Laura
is-
is Salt Bay with petty. That's what
Bitch, I ate a salty sandwich every day for breakfast.
I
my whole life.
swear that I'm gonna make a meme of you. We'll replace Salt Bay with you. And just
Just don't make me the new Karen.
All right. Well, I think we officially broke in the new dining room table. Do you guys enjoy?
We have sex.
Yeah,
Dining
fun?
room table? I love the dining room table.
Yeah. That's gonna wrap up the podcast this week. Sorry we missed last week, but you guys know how it goes. Laura and I fight like cats and dogs. All right, we will catch you on the next one. Please, please, please comment below or like to let us know, one, you're actually listening,
Go outside, smoke a
and
cigarette. Bye, y'all.
bye. And two, that suggesting something, a topic for us to talk about next week. Catch you guys on the next one. Close it out, John.
Peace.